Dear Crafty friends, so I've been watching some videos and reading some comments about some very negative things, and I think that everyone is blowing these out of proportion. So when someone puts themselves out there on YouTube, they generally, especially in the crafting community, this is Dear Crafty friend after all, I've seen all of the people who generally do crafts on YouTube. I'm not talking about blogs or anything because I don't generally talk to those groups, but I'm talking about YouTubers who just get slammed with negative comments and how they're spreading those negative comments to other YouTubers. And the thing is, trolls are gonna troll. Negative people are going to try and spread their negativeness, their philosophy of negative. But as long as you start promoting their negativeness, then that's actually going to lead to another negative thing. So it's kind of like a snowball, I guess. When you go to make a snowman, you just push the snowball, right? And it starts to roll and get bigger and bigger. So this negative comment it's rolling into this huge negative thing. And you don't know who's going to see that you said, oh, this person said that my hands were, I don't know, I can't even think of anything right now, because you shouldn't be able to think of anything like that. So, or maybe they say you say too much, because I say a lot, and they're like, well, we'll just say as my example, Kendra, you say too much. Well, you know what I say to that? Nothing. Nothing. Because that is one of the ways I speak. Like, even if out in the real world, I'll say because I do not tend to think before I speak. So I generally overexcite or just keep rambling. So I'll be like, and you know, I'll just like try and think it through with my mouth, essentially. So when someone says you say too much, don't take it as something negative. Just think, okay, you know, maybe I can, you know, relate to that, and maybe look at it as more of a positive thing instead of looking at it as a negative thing. And then saying, well, thank you for, you know, giving me this great, you know, intellect of, you know, or maybe showing me that I do say too much. And it just kind of reacts back to them, and they're like, well, okay. Or don't say anything, and then they'll be just silent because they won't know what to say back because you didn't give them anything to say back. And it just kind of ends there. And I've had a ton of negativeness. I still don't know what the proper, is it verbing of it? I've had a lot of negative influences in my life, and one of the things that you need to, that's what I did, is I just brush it off. Because, if you take that to heart, you're gonna just crumble, if you know what I mean. Not like a crumble cake, like, I don't know. So, when someone says, like, a really negative comment, is don't respond, or respond with something positive, and don't spread it. Don't be like, oh, so-and-so said that my hair is frizzy. Because, I mean, it is. Look it up. You're just gonna... Someone else is gonna be like, oh my gosh, my hair is frizzier than that. And they think that maybe my hair is a lot more frizzier than that. And someone's gonna take that as a, you know, maybe a negative thing. And since you kind of like shared it or posted it, reposted it, they're going to think, well, if they thought that was true and they're listening to that person, then maybe they think that about me. So you need to, well, we all need to take time to reflect rather than react. So think about maybe turning that into a positive. Yeah, my hair's frizzy. Maybe you have a product that I could use that you use. I mean, so tell me down in the comments, you know. Just say that instead of, you know, that person said that my hair's frizzy, it's a condition and all this, and no, just either write it off or, okay, well, you got something to hit me up with that, you know. Which actually I am using something new, but this is rolling in bed watching YouTube. You know, because you get uncomfortable and you have to like move the laptop every so often. And my laptop, its fan is going out, and I actually got a blister from it the other day. So it's an interesting. I won't get into details. And I want to say that you guys should take more risks, because I generally don't do very many face videos, but I am very comfortable with it. I think that it is a very great way to connect, and I actually talk more instead of, you know, moving my hands more, which, I mean, our hands are beautiful too, but I want to see more faces. I want to be connected. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to see something or someone explaining something or showing something with their face in there, and like you can see their reactions. Maybe I should do that anytime I get Happy Mail now. I'm just going to do a face video. Be like, oh. Okay, maybe not that over-exaggerated, but you know what I mean. So, take more risks. I know I'm going to try and do more face videos, because I think that's going to... I've never had a problem with public speaking. It's always been kind of nerve relaxing. I don't know if that's the thing, but it is very relaxing for me to talk in front of someone or a group of people. And in church I used to do it a lot. And I think it's a great way, because you normally get, you know, reactions back. And I think that's why people are so camera shy, because you don't normally get reactions back unless you read the comments. And comments don't really give you much feedback. I mean, I try to give a pretty good LOLing every now and then. But, because I do laugh a lot. So, that's kind of something that we all need to work on, is not being so camera shy. I'm trying to make this not so long, but it kind of seems like it's going. And that brings me to my next point. Don't be afraid to fail. Like I said, I'm going to do this video in 10 minutes. Psh, I already knew ahead of time that that's not going to work. But and I like to show my mistakes. Like, if a card does not work out, then I like to show it, because then someone else can look at it and maybe see how I can fix that. And I didn't technically fail. I just didn't see it. And then someone else can help me finish it. So that's another, cool way, And you should do more things that would outlive you. So vlogging. If you have a kid and maybe you want them to be able to see, maybe what kind of hairstyle you were wearing, or maybe how you talked, or what kind of personality you have, because your personality will change from, even yearly. I have noticed that it's because you get older, your personality just goes along with it, and I've noticed food goes along with that too. Tomatoes and vegetables in general. I think a lot of kids don't like vegetables, but as you get older, you're gonna like more vegetables. And I'm less on chocolate, more on salty things, and I think that's growing up. For sure. And also, I want to say, don't worry about the subscriber numbers, the number of views. I know I would worry. Be like, why aren't people, watching my videos? Why aren't people subscribing to me? But I realized I'm doing that because I want to be famous, not because I want my personality or my artwork on here, because I'm already doing that. And I know eventually people are going to see it. So I kind of stopped. Just stopped worrying about how many views, how many subscribers. I just dropped my post-it. Luckily that was the last point. But see, I'm a little clumsy. And you see that now. Mm-hmm. And I hope you guys like that, because that's generally how I am. And yes, I have frizzy hair. And I have very bad video quality because I film at night. And I already see these things. And when someone comments those, I'm like, oh, I already know that. Thanks for, telling me. And I'll be like, in my videos, I say, tell me if you don't like it. I don't care. I mean, tell me if you know a different way. Tell me if you can do it better. I want to see. I want to call you out. No, just kidding. And it's so great to see how many people have different personalities in their artwork. And I just want to say that you guys are all beautiful, and I want to see more of you. And I know sometimes it's, hard with kids and whatnot. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And cats. Oh, gosh. I was just talking about how the cats in the last house, how they would get in my video all the time. So, I want to say, you guys are all beautiful, and I love you, and I really hope I can see you guys more, because you're all awesome. And maybe this will be like a challenge, but I don't have any prizes because I have no money right now. I had to fix the tire rod. It was sad. It was $310 to fix the tire rod. But the car's working again. Isn't that great? Oh, and we found a screw. It's like maybe that long of a screw in one of the tires. So we got that out and patched. That was only $10, thankfully. So I challenge you, without any prizes or anything, to do a face video. Do a Dear Crafty Friend, okay? And I'm gonna watch. Watch like a hawk to see who does it. And I mean, if you don't do videos, like at all, then leave me down in the comments a dear Crafty friend. Or maybe just a dear Kendra. Maybe you want to say, oh, I've had that car problem before, you know. It sucks. But it's life. And, you know, negative people are life. And I've had so many. And you just kind of off the shoulder. I really hope that this helped someone, anyone. I know it helped me. It's very holy hair. Yeah. And if you want to see another rant, Dear something or other, maybe Dear Paper Studio. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just rambling now. I'll see you guys later. I hope you're having a crazy day. A good crazy, not a bad crazy, because we like good crazy. I'll see you later. Bye.